Welcome back to the who's who of truck racing in the European Truck Racing Championship. The best truck drivers of all are set to contest the 2017 season. Jochen Hahn, last year's champion, is of course one of the favourites. The 42-year-old has joined Iveco after 9 years at MAM and helped create a new truck in the winter. Will he have a good start to the season, and will he retain the title?
Today it's the first time practice. We are on the pole position, so we make a good job in the last half year. But now it's very important to make a good job the next half year. You know, from this side, I'm very happy on the pole position, but now we must win races, and then we speak about the points in the end of the season.
Jochen Hahn's big rival last year was Adam Lachko. Will he be a serious contender for the title again? As usual, the Czech, in number 55, will contest the season with a Bagheera truck. He came closer than ever to the title last season.
I must try the maximum attack, and we try the best results all the season.
Returnee Antonio Albacete is at the centre of attention for the opener. The 52-year-old Spaniard will be driving for Lutz Bernau's team, and he's back after a one-year break. Will he pick up where he left off?
My expectation, or the whole team expectation, is to be on the top. It's going to be difficult because we don't have a big budget. We cannot make many tests and many improvements on the track. But of course, I think we will be on the top. That's our target, and let's see how it's going. But I am happy to be back. I am happy to be with Lutz Bernau, and we will see if we can make a good season together.
Steffi Halm, who sealed 4 victories in 2016, will again be driving for Reinert Racing. Will she be the first woman to win the FIA ETRC title?
I want to be better than last year. I finished 4th overall, so top 3 is the goal, and I hope we can make it.
Last but not least, local hero Markus Altenstrasser will contest the season driving an Iveco for Team Schwaben truck. The 37-year-old Austrian finished 3rd twice in his home race last year. In other words, 2 podium finishes. Will he do it again this year?
Last year we are very quick on this circuit, and we have a good performance, and this year we will see. The track, it's new. We must learn a little bit, but I hope it works well.
First things first. Welcome to the European Truck Racing Championship season opener. Welcome to the Red Bull Ring in Austria. The drivers contest the first weekend of the season on the short 2.33 kilometre variant of the track in picturesque Styria. The fans flock to Spielberg as the weekend is always packed with action on and off the circuit. And one man is an essential part of it. Friday was designated FIA Volunteers Day, not only in Spielberg, but worldwide. It celebrates volunteers who dedicate their free time to working at racetracks throughout the world, including ETRC circuits.
As with many sports, a lot of volunteers turn up for marshalling, for assembly, for many other tasks. They're unpaid people. Without the volunteers, there certainly wouldn't be any motor racing. And the FIA and the President wish to acknowledge that. So they're making special efforts this year to recognise the work that the volunteers are doing, and there will be, I think, some gifts or something. But this is just the start of the season, and I think at every event we go to, there will be a similar sort of situation where we acknowledge those volunteers from that particular circuit.
Race 1 took place on Saturday lunchtime. Jochen Hahn on pole position, with Steffi Halm lining up alongside on the starting grid, and she was only 1.5 tenths of a second short.
Now I must concentrate for the start, for the first green flag on the year. Pole position, it's a good basic, yes, but the speed difference are very small, and from this side, hopefully I must not look in the mirrors.
Third position on the grid for Sasha Lentz. British driver Ryan Smith is alongside him, only 100th of a second spanning the two drivers. Returnee Antonio Albafetti and Gert Kurber, who is well known as the joker on the grid, will be starting from the third row. Norbert Kirsch in the Mercedes truck and Freightliner driver Adam Lachko complete the top 8. The fans in Styria see the drivers line up for the first time this season. Green lights. Jochen Hahn on the inside near the pit wall, Steffi Halm on the outside. The duo has created a gap, and behind them Sasha Lentz prevails in the battle for third place. Further down the field, Kurber and Albafetti touch. The latter has to make use of all his experience to keep his truck under control. End of the first lap. Hahn in front of Halm, followed by Lentz, Kurber and Smith. A small gap, and then Lachko. Markus Altenstrasser and Erwin Klein-Nagelvoort are busy fighting for P10. Antonio Albafetti, however, has to serve a drive-through penalty and drops several positions. And this is the reason. Albafetti clearly crosses the white line to the right, which is not allowed. The penalty is correct. On board with Gert Kurber, battling with number 30 Sasha Lentz for third place. Kurber passes Lentz on lap 11. Apparently the man from the Eifel region has demanded too much of his tyres. He's passed by Adam Lachko and drops to 5th position. Ryan Smith too gets a drive-through penalty for failing to stick to the track limits. Adam Lachko's camera shows all the evidence. Jochen Hahn retains his lead, knowing exactly who and where his pursuers are. His wife Diana, who's watching the race in the press centre, informs him over the pit radio. The last few metres for Jochen Hahn, who secures his triumph ahead of Steffi Halm and Gert Kurber. Jochen Hahn wraps up the first victory this season, a good omen for him. The winner of the first race in Spielberg went on to win the championship title in the last 2 years. Gert Kurber takes third. This season marks his 30-year truck racing milestone, and he starts the season in style. 3 Germans make it to the podium for the first race, and Jochen Hahn at the top is grinning from ear to ear.
I missed a little bit the start, but in the end, after the second corner, I'm in the first position, and yes, I can hold it and I can control it. So from this side, I'm very happy.
Like Jochen Hahn, Jose Rodriguez dominated the new Promoters' Cup, finishing 7th overall, winning the special classification ahead of his father Eduardo and Andre Curzim. The race result at a glance. Behind the top 3, Adam Lachko is 4th, Sasha Lentz 5th, followed by Norbert Kirsch, Jose Rodriguez, and then Markus Altenstrasser in 8th. Markus Altenstrasser will be starting race 2 from pole position in ideal conditions in the afternoon. The local hero is fully focused and doesn't want to be disturbed. He can cope with the pressure though.
You can go the speed what you want for the start. It's very easy, and normally I have a good start, and we will see. I think it's not the pressure, it's a good situation.
Jose Rodriguez lines up alongside Altenstrasser. The Portuguese will contest all the races this season. Norbert Kirsch starts from 3rd, and he has a good chance of a podium finish. Green lights for the second race of the day. Altenstrasser and Rodriguez alongside each other. Norbert Kirsch 3rd, Sasha Lentz 4th. The run up towards turn 1 as the trucks turn through the right-hander. Looking back from Jochen Hahn's truck, he's in the thick of the action. Rodriguez prevails against Altenstrasser up front, taking the lead at turn 2. Altenstrasser then put under pressure by Norbert Kirsch, then Lentz, Kurber, Lachko, Hahn, Halm, Albafetti and Smith. on board with Albacete. A big moment of drama for the Spaniard. Debris thrown up by Halm.
And I just put the visor down because I see that it was a lot of glass coming out, you know. And then I just managed to do the race as it was. I mean, it was not a big problem, you know, because it's a big windscreen and you can see. But yeah, it was a shame because it's an expensive windscreen.
By lap 11, Rodriguez has created a large gap. Kish uses his chance to pass Altenstrasse for P2. Kurber, Hahn and Halm are lurking too. One lap later, Gert Kurber 2 overtakes Altenstrasse, who continues to drop places. Before long, Altenstrasse would lose more ground. Hahn and Halm soon find a way past him. Altenstrasse now 7th, a shame for the local hero, who soon watches the situation between Smith and Albacete. Smith loses the battle, he's now 8th.
And I have not much room. I put one wheel on the grass and I missed the braking and I hit him in the rear tire, so he spun. So it was a shame because it was not intentionally, you know, and I'm sorry for him, but it was a race incident.
Antonio in turn 2 makes a little bit of a mistake and clips my back wheel, and it sends me off the track. But, you know, Antonio has a really good record. He's a very fair driver, so we have no complaints.
Into the last corner, Jose Rodriguez is almost 4 seconds clear after a fantastic and flawless race, on his way to a first victory for a Portuguese driver in the European Truck Racing Championships history. Norbert Kish is 2nd, Gert Kurber 3rd, for the 2nd time today. Jose Rodriguez, the unlikely winner of the race. We've rarely seen a man so modest after the first ETRC victory of his career. He's automatically sealed the Promoters' Cup too. Gert Kurber's daughter is most pleased as her dad showers his competitors again.
I'm very happy. It's my first win. Truth is, in Portuguese, estou muito contente, obrigado.
He was too fast. He was too fast for us.
No concentration, no stress.
No stress.
Yeah.
So maybe in Portuguese, you are the lucky one. After the start, you get the first position, and all the others can't follow you.
Sim, tentei ganhar o maior tempo possível e pronto.
I'm very happy after my first win, says Jose Rodriguez. I just want to say thank you to everyone. A Portuguese, a Hungarian and a German have made it to the podium. Jose Rodriguez has automatically wrapped up the Promoters' Cup victory. Rodriguez, Kiss and Kurber on the podium. Adam Lachko 4th ahead of Hahn, then Halm, Albacete taking points for the first time, and Lentz. But the day is anything but over for truck racing fans. Fashion show or catwalk, everyone finds something to his or her liking between the races. The autograph session is always popular, so too the display of trucks on track. There's music in the paddock, and the trackers' camp beside the racetrack is always worth a visit. Music and concerts are part of the supporting programme, as are the blistering and colourful US trucks. A new day, a new chance. This goes for Steffi Halm in particular. The 32-year-old civil servant from southwest Germany is the first woman in ETRC history to seal a pole position, despite a blunder towards the end of the Super Pole. Well done, Steffi. Halm and Hahn share the front row once again, but the duo have switched positions this time. Jochen Hahn was only 0.04 of a second slower.
finish first in the qualifying, it's perfect. Now we are on the pole position and the goal is for sure to win the race. So we try to win the start. This is the most important thing, to have a good start. And then I hope I don't make any mistakes to be able to win the race.
Behind them, Norbert Kisch and Antonio Albafetti, third and fourth on the grid. Race 3 of the weekend set to get underway. As usual, the tracks are approaching the red lights at 70 kilometres an hour. Green lights on, the race declared underway, and the more than 1,000 horsepower strong engines get going. The lady in the blue truck number 44 is in the lead. Behind Hahn, and then Albafetti. Alan Draganovic runs wide at the first corner, and Lachko is in a sandwich between Kurzim and Kurba. Lachko first clears away Kurzim before taking care of Kurba. The Czech is merciless as usual. Kurba and Kiss hit the gravel trap. Lachko, starting from 10th, is now 5th, but the stewards of the meeting investigate the incident. However, there are no penalties. Two duos up front, Halm and Hahn for first and second, followed by Albafetti and Rodriguez, third and fourth. Then it's Lachko, Kurzim and Lenz. Draganovic and Smith are in the battle for 8th place. A 3/10 gap between Halm and Hahn up front. Jochen Hahn applies pressure, but Steffi Halm proves to be a cool customer. The duel between Slovenian rookie Alan Draganovic and Ryan Smith is similarly tight. Draganovic drives the second Bagheera Freightliner truck, whereas Ryan Smith is in the MAN. The two fight for 8th place, which means pole position for race 4. The thriller begins on lap 18, a lap and a half to go. Draganovic, put under pressure by Smith at the start, aims to pass Smith, who's defending his position. The collision at turn 3 is inevitable. Smith and Draganovic end up in the gravel. The manoeuvre from Dragonovic's perspective, and the Slovenian is too optimistic. The race is stopped.
The worst weekend ever. I make fair play with everyone. I always show everybody respect, and I just have big problems. And even from yesterday, from the drive-through, and then after they say they make a mistake, the drive-through, the Antonio incident, which Antonio is very fair, and then the new driver of Bagheera. You know, what can I say?
I don't have commentar now. I don't know.
From our team, we think that we are not guilty for this. Okay. Also, we are also pissed off because he's take the 8th position. So in next race he can start from the first position, and we are also pissed off. Yes. But that is truck racing.
The steward's decision to stop the race is absolutely right, as the two trucks have to be recovered. Steffi Halm is the winner. She's brimming with joy. Halm has won the first major race of her career. Jochen Hahn finishes second, and Antonio Albafetti scores his first podium finish in the third race this season. Steffi Halm, the happy winner, with probably her most valuable truck racing trophy so far. She's deserved the applause. Steffi Halm, between two truck racing legends. What a picture.
Jochen was always close behind me, and I knew that he can go a little bit faster, so it was difficult for me because I know when I'm on my line he will not find a way through. But yeah, long race, 20 laps, and I was really happy when it was finished.
A look at the result reveals the top 3, Halm, Hahn and Albafetti. Rodriguez 4th. The man of the weekend in the Promoters' Cup takes maximum points again. Behind him, Lachko, Lenz, Kurzim and Smith, but the latter will not contest race 4 because of the damage. His grid position will remain unfulfilled. so Norbert Kisch's teammate Andre Curzin will have a chance of creating a gap at the start.
The good one is Ryan is not at the grid at the moment, but I think I have to do my best, and I hope Adam pushed not so hard.
Adam Lachko directly behind Curzin, fourth on the grid, but Sasha Lentz, third, is in a better position. Ryan Smith is in the pit lane now, waiting for the start and having some lunch. The lights turn green for the last time this weekend. The race is on. Lachko makes a mediocre start. Lentz passes him for the lead straight away. Curzin second, and the three run together up to the first turn. Lachko falls wide over the curb as the pack jostles for position. Dragonovic's perspective shows how tight it is. Lachko in a sandwich. At the end of the first lap, Lentz leads. Curzin and Lachko second, but the Czech has the better line. Halm has moved up to fifth on the start-finish straight. And heading into turn one, Lachko makes his move to get ahead of Curzin for second place. There's drama for Steffi Halm. One knock and the winner of race 3 slows down and it retires.
At the end of start-finish straight, I hit a little bit the curb like I did it all the time, and something was broken. First time I thought a spring was broken, but at the end it was a bolt from the steering, so I was not able to finish.
Second place down to fifth. Curzin and Rodriguez at the centre. The Portuguese driver stages an attack. Both go wide, drop positions, and Rodriguez even loses his front left tyre. Lachko cuts the gap every lap, fighting his way back into contention. He's only 2 tenths behind Lentz. Tries to attack, but the German defends. On lap 15, Lachko stages a successful attack against Lentz on the inside at turn 1. Lachko is briefly ahead, but Jochen Hahn accelerates better and passes the 2 drivers for the lead. It's Jochen Hahn's second triumph at the Red Bull Ring. Lachko closely behind him. Sasha Lentz retains third ahead of Antonio Albafetti and Gert Korber. Promoters' Cup winner is Adam Dragonovic, the Slovenian driving for Bagheera, ahead of Terry Gibbon and then Erwin Klein-Nagelvoort, and those two are nose to tail. Jochen Hahn and his team have taken a first step towards retaining their title. It's a delighted Jochen Hahn, the race winner once again. Runner-up Adam Lachko will rue the missed points, whereas Sasha Lentz, third, was very pleased with his first podium finish this term. A beaming winner and overall leader after the first ETRC weekend in Spielberg, reigning champion Jochen Hahn. Behind the top 3 come Antonio Albafetti, then Gert Korber, followed by Dragonovic, Gibbon, Klein-Nagelvoort and Eduardo Rodriguez.
It's a perfect start with the new Iveco, and I like to have races with Adam, with Sasha. You know, it's now it's good. We begin, and the season will be. It's a very good start.
However, there is still room for improvement for overall leader Jochen Hahn. He seems to have forgotten how to handle a champagne bottle during the winter break, but Lady Luck favours him in this situation too. Hahn is 11 points clear of Steffi Hahn in the overall standings after the first race weekend. Adam Lachko is third. Only 2 points span 4th to 7th. Kurba, Lenz, Rodriguez and Albacete. The World Circuit Marco Simoncello in Misano on the Italian Adriatic coast provides the stage for the second ETRC race weekend in 2017. We'll see you there.